Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have some rather interesting yet alarming news that was reported by The Guardian for today's video, which basically surrounds the topic of children's services, specifically the company Sure Start. I personally remember Sure Start as a child myself, and I'm pretty sure others will as well. And to be quite honest, I am surprised that it has lasted this long. I'm shocked it's still even on the go in this present day because of the amount of funding cuts and other issues that have been happening in the most recent years. But getting back on track with the subject of discussion for today's video, and that is that spending and funding cuts seems to have led to quite a dramatic fall on the amount of families choosing to participate in Sure Start services. For those who don't know or aren't sure, Sure Start was introduced here in the United Kingdom back in 1998, and the main goal of the company was to provide support for both parents and children, especially those living in some of the poorest and most disadvantaged areas of England. Mainly, Sure Start's target age range for children is 4 years old and younger. Sure Start organise many different services, like for example discussion groups, play groups and even days out, which primarily focus on improving children's well-being, social skills and knowledge. I, as a young child, remember going on day trips with Sure Start and having little play dates, and it was really pretty cool. But now, unfortunately, recent findings have revealed a 20% decrease in the use of Sure Start's facilities over the past 4 years. And to make matters worse, the fall was mostly happening in England's poorest areas. It was estimated that approximately 2.2 million children used Sure Start in the 4 years prior to 2017 and 2018. During those years, though, figures sunk to 1.8 million. Many have connected the dots and realised that the fall in usage could be because of the insane drop in funding. Since 2010, it was reported that the council has cut funding to services like Sure Start by a massive 62%. The fact that not only have services suffered by funding decreases, but also the areas most affected were the poorest, worries children's charity Action for Children. At the end of the day, it's rather obvious that here in the United Kingdom, poverty is on the rise, so the need for companies and services like Sure Start should be in quite high demand and should then also be getting the funding appropriate. Sure Start, as I previously mentioned, was introduced back in 1998 by the Labour government and was immediately quite a big success. However, it is important to note that since 2010, between 500 and 1,000 Sure Start locations closed, which to be honest is really quite sad. What is very disheartening and alarming is how councils are able to simply disguise the funding being given to Sure Start locations within their area, usually by failing to collect and provide appropriate data in regards to such companies. Obviously, because of this, it raises concerns and questions about the exact state of children's services and their funding. So bottom line for this is that it's an absolute shame, and it's really unfortunate because I remember Sure Start so well growing up, and to be honest, it was quite a big part of my childhood. I simply do not come from a fancy, rich and posh background, and Sure Start enabled me to do things that I may not have otherwise been able to do. It's nothing but a massive shame that children's services have had such a massive amount of their funding decreased, especially when poverty is high right now, and things like this should be kept open. I know it isn't just children's services solely that have been hit hard with funding cuts, but to be honest, there's no other way to describe it other than a shame that the poorest areas of the UK have been hit the hardest with these cuts. Yet to be quite honest, that doesn't surprise me at all. It should surprise me, but it doesn't surprise me, so I think that says a lot. So do you have any memories of Sure Start, or perhaps you took your children there once or twice? Let me know your thoughts on the current state of Sure Start and your experiences with Sure Start in the comments section down below. If you are new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I very much hope to see you in my next video.